Okay, we are here with our third video on actually displaying brain. And it's a lot of information. Once again, brain, the B and the N don't matter as much. The RRAI is Rapid Recall AI, and we are a secure operating system for the enterprise, whether that be the solopreneur, mid-sized company, large company, otherwise. Today, we're going to go through one surface at a time. So we've already went through the console, the marketplace. We've already showed the actual product. Those are in other videos. You can feel free to reference them. And today we're going to go through the network that supports the brain and the things that are there. We're going to start out here with just the app interface. There are another 5 interfaces that are there, but we're going to start with the app interface and just walk through it quickly because there's a lot of good points that are here. Any app interface, you always come into your dashboard. Dashboard gives some basic user information. It tells you about the LMS. We'll go through that later. It tells you about your badges and rewards. There's an entire pre-built reward system. For example, I will say this. We have a current, I think it's a good place to start. So we'll go from dashboard. I'm going to hit the See My Loops. We have what's called BOSS, or the Brain Organic Cell System. And it's meant to make more people utilize the brain so that they can work together with each other. And it's also meant to support the OS structure. We have 2 loops now that are open, the Founding 50 and the Network Builder 002. I like the Network Builder 002. First of all, as soon as you become a Brain customer, you just have to create a login. No cost at all whatsoever. You're automatically inside of a loop. If you go ahead and refer, this is what this is saying, if you refer a lead, right, then you'll get 100% off Brain Certified Sales Specialist. If you refer a second lead, you'll get 100% off a Brain Certified Installation Specialist. And the third, you have 100% off the Brain Certified Implementation Specialist. When we go into the partner area, you'll see how our certifications don't just make it so you can do things better and you know how to use the system better. They also allow you to monetize your use of the brain, which, we see the brain as a humongous network of intelligent organizations. And they are defining the future of work and how they work in a different way. We believe that that doesn't include like getting rid of people. It includes new opportunities. And we are really big on mapping those new opportunities. You finish any certification inside this loop, you'll get the entire 3 months. You see it's 3 codes, 3 months of the brain license for free just by becoming certified. And you got all your certifications for free. So it's really just by referring 3 other people. And then at the end, if the people you refer 3 other people, for every 3 they refer, we'll extend a 3-month free license to you as well. And that's intended to pull as many people in as possible so that you can have people to work with. Brain-to-brain interactions is something that we've developed, and we've made a standard for it, made it open source. That's a slightly different conversation. When you have this, and if you see it's green, then you can always just go to your rewards section here on the side. And you'll see rewards that you've already earned because of the brain as well. And when you hit claim the reward, you hit claim reward, it'll also come down here as a coupon. And you can see, probably shouldn't let my coupons out, but don't use my coupons. I'm just joking. I'm not joking. So that basically, this one has been used, how much has been used, how it's not been used. I'm going to pay for having rolled that out. Someone's going to use my coupons. So either way, it basically will help it, and you can just use the coupons. Coupons, whenever you go to buy anything, they are just immediately usable. Just go ahead and click beside the copy, and then once you hit copy, you can just go ahead and use it right away. But the coupons are tied to the user. So you can look at coupons as much as you want. They're tied to the user, and they're not, in the most case, they're not transferable. They're just for the user who actually created the coupons. You can also go into the organization. And you can see all the organizations. We kind of went through here before, but you can see organizations where they're laid out. You can look at your brain. You can add teams, departments, roles. I like to get into the payment types for one reason, because the payment types allow you to add a payment type per department. And that's really cool. So you can actually put a payment type per department, limit where it can be used, and allow your teams to use things like purchasing cards and so forth and so on. In the roles area, you can build very robust roles that actually allow. Now, this is not for the console. This is for the network. So this is how people actually come in and add team members. that use the network. And the network includes the learn surfaces, the exchange, the ID registry, the partner surface, and other things that are there. So how they can use it for your organization. Now, they'll get access to it anyway, but for themselves, not for your organization. And there's an organizational API that allows you to edit this organizational space and your app and everything else for the organization. You can choose whether or not you want to enlist that API and enable it. And then if you do enable it, if you see like here, if I will enable Teams, I can do read, write, edit, and delete, hit save. And then when I'm doing my roles, you'll actually see that if I add a role, it'll be added to the bottom down here. So the API is added whether or not I want to create a role that can access the API. So this part is pretty robust too, and there's single sign-on too. So we already give you the credentials so you can create single sign-on for your organization, and you can utilize the single sign-on in order to start building single sign-on into the application immediately. We want it to be very enterprise friendly. We want everything to be right there in your face. We don't want you to have to go looking for it, okay? That's the organizational panel. Billing panel here. This is general billing for you. It's very important. This is general billing for you. Each customer has their own billing that's outside of the institutional billing, okay? And that's general billing for you, and that you can use. All right, this is the plan that you're on currently with the, there you'll see the free tier, but free tier is not about the bRRAIn. These are the tiers for the network. That's, I should be clear, there's another billing within inside of the bRRAIn area. You can generate API keys so you can access the APIs as well. You can build your team, and this team is not your organizational team. These are the people that work with you to manage the network surface. Okay, so this is to manage the partner space, to manage the learnings together, to do everything else. So you can build a team on how this team is managing the, not just the bRRAIn, but the distribution, the structure, and everything within the bRRAIn. SSO, again, this is not organizational SSO. This is SSO for your tool. This will work for your team as well. If you want to do this, there's an audit log for every time you log in. So the information is there. We want you to have access to that. So because I said security first, the notification system is pretty robust. If you have classes that you haven't finished, it'll take you to those classes. You can then adjust all your notifications, your billing notifications, partner program notifications, account security, and your OEM program notifications. And that's a whole thing that's in the partner level. We'll go through that as we go through the other surface. Data export, everything that you have, you can export from here. So you can pull it out, so you can audit it. We want to be highly auditable at all times. Settings is where you can change your password. You can also adjust your appearance. You can see the light. Oh, bright light, bright light. So you can see the light version of this, or you can go to system. My system is set to dark, so I'm pulling in dark. And you can do the big thing here, which is delete your account and everything associated with it. And you can pull out. We're not an organization that tries to hold you in. If you want to delete your account, it's up to you. Just understand once it's gone, it's gone. We're not going to hold it anywhere or hold data. We are a sovereign choice, and we really want to give you choice when it comes to your data. The last thing I didn't go over is to give credit. This is if somebody you refer later uses a different email to log in. You can add that alternative email for them and hit give credit, and it will hold that. It's kind of an honor system type thing, to be very honest with you. That's it for the app surface. Really, like I said, the most robust part of the app surface is the organizational area. And it's about just controlling the overall account. The drop-down menu is here again, so you can navigate through surfaces and everything else from a drop-down menu. But that is it for that one. And I think I'm going to stop, and we'll do another video for the other surfaces.